Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. I'm the SuperF and today I'm gonna look at how to make zones that notify players not to go inside. So also reset zones, 4 reset zones, or at least this is what I am trying to do. The problem is that, the server tools is not like so advanced that it can make it everything automatically, so you have to do it manually to set up every zone. But yeah, it's okay, it just takes longer. But so let's just take a look on the map. So now let's consider that the map is already discovered or you have pre-rendered the map. Then you will see like cities. My aim is to, let's take the region files to like the cities to reset them time to time, so every car and everything will be like it was before, like new, so players constantly go inside, so reset it like every week. The problem is now, let's take this city. Oh no, you can't really see so much, so let's take this city without that player. You see these region files. Normally you would need to delete them manually and then everything would be resetted again in this region. But yeah, that also takes time, and also there's the risk, a high risk, because it's like in the middle, that players would maybe build a base here or something like that is similar. Well, what I've already done is like have message in my server, don't build anything in this city, but that's not really quite it. So what I can do now with server tools is like take this zone, so this point or whatever point, but like this point to this point, so it's a bit off the regions. So my aim is like to just have this whole area like as a reset zone, and then if a player would go inside this zone that I will make, he will receive from the server a message that this city will be resetted time to time, so he shouldn't build anything that lasts long. How we do that? Well, first of all, you will need to like activate, I have this already done, but what you need is zones. And then everything on false naturally, just zone messages should be on true. True, exactly. That's already it. Then you have to like save it, and then here is server tools config, exactly. Then let's go here to the server tools thingy, yeah, that's it. And then let's restart the server. Oh wait, a player's on it, isn't there? Okay, that's strange. He says it's no player. Yeah, okay, that's a problem, because there's a player right now. Anyway, I can handle that, luckily. So let's go back, and I have here older files, luckily. So let's see a little bit. One moment. And then Sundays to die. Perfect. If I go now to mod, because I had this already before, then here should be zone protection. So you should then, after the restart, receive the file, XML file in here, zone protection. Okay, we have that. So let's go back to 10.7. It's already here, even though I made... Yeah, that's strange. Even though sentence is on false. But okay. What you need is the same thing like Wizard Map actually. So you have two corners. And yeah, it's like quadrate. So from this point, you would need this point up here and this point down here. Or here and up here. so it just has to be like diagonal. And then you would put these coordinates in here. Remember, you see here minus 2585. Well, the problem here is that it's not quite the same. If I'm here and you see now on below, it's mouse position. Let's go into a better. So here can you see the mouse positioning? So 540 north and 705 west. The interesting thing is that it's on the contrary in here. So minus 2000 would be down here. And minus 2500. So approximately here. Exactly. So remember, first it's west or east, and then north and south on the other side. So it's not how it's written here on the mouse position, but it's really on the contrary. Then you can name it as you wish. Also the height is important. I just do the minus 56, so it's just below the, well, below Earth. And then I have one just on height 200. So you would just be sure that it's really, however high the tower is that someone would build, he would receive the message. Then here's the entry message. You are now entering the market, and the exit message, you are exiting the market. And this is very useful. So what you can do now is, let's take back the city that was here, and now let's say you have taken these coordinates and these coordinates, these two. What you now can do is like have a custom entry message that, hey, you are entering the city, remember that this city is going to be reset time to time, don't build anything in there. And then an exit message, you have exited the city zone or so. Very useful. So you can, well, what you have now to do is like do it for every city. That is, yeah, okay, annoying in a way, but the good thing is like this map here actually. So I can just go, I see these 4 points here, or I see this city. So I can just take, so which part do I want? Let's just take this part here from up here to down here. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, always, well, you should know that, but I'm still gonna mention it. The deleting, that's then on your side. So yeah, it's still manually. So you would then need to write down r point minus 6.2.7 rg. Then you would need to go to your server. You will need to go to, well, to region, and then delete it by yourself. But that's okay, I think. Remember to shut down the server without players. And yeah, the zones can really be big, and so can you really set up these zones also then for resetting. So at least then you could say, but you received a warning that it's going to be resetted, don't complain that you lost everything. Alright, so this was it. What you can actually do is then just ask someone just to write down like every coordinates of these regions. So like this point and this point, and then let's say this point and this point. Let's say to another admin or mod that he would also have access to this map. Don't tell him that he has to like change the values. That's more confusing, I think, for him. But you would just know that you would need to do that, because yeah, you're like, you know what's going on, so it's easier for you to do that. And yeah, so have fun setting up these zones, and finally you can reset zones. Or so, and also yeah, like set up custom zones. This works too, like green zone or so. Or remember, he's a huge black hole then go inside. Anyway, this was it. Have a nice day and bye.